Oh, hell no.
Well, hold on. You don't do it alone.
I was trying to just lift my end, darling.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. All right. Okay.
Got it.
Okay. All right, plan B. Let's get it out of here.
What's plan B?
Get it out of here. Go. You ready? Okay. Are you lifting up any?
I'm trying, but it's kind of hard from my position.
Lift.
Okay.
We are hitting stuff. Okay. All right, because the scissor jack was so tall, we rolled it in, strapped it down and rolled it in on that, and then we got them side by side and just slid the transmission from one to the other. And it was easy because we had 3 people. Don't do it alone. But if you have 3 people, it's not too shabby. So there's Mr. Transmission getting ready to go in. All right, we got to get a little grease up in the hoe. I don't know whether I can see anything or not. All right, so we're going to start with the transmission connections. We try to do them in the reverse order that I put them on, but I don't really remember exactly what that was. But I do know that this guy needs to go on here. So I'll start with that so I can see it, or at least access it. And then this is that'll go on there. The vent tube's already on, or all the way on. Alright. Get him back to where he was right there. Alright. One down, a bunch to go. Alright. Now, I'm trying to think of things that we can do while it's on the ground, which was all the stuff that was way, way up top.
Yeah.
Alright, so we've got this guy right here, which goes like this, and he goes on like so. And there was a heat shield on this side, but I think I need to get the hard transmission lines on before I do the heat shield. Alright, so the first connection that we made was, this is actually an O2 sensor that dangles way down, but it goes way, way, way up above the transmission, so we figured we'd take care of it now. And it's just a pretty simple one. Alright, we've done our measuring, and I saw this little tip on another YouTube video where the guy put on some exhaust studs as a guide for the bell housing to come on. So I'm going to try the same thing. One above the pin right there, one above the pin right there. Hopefully this will help to guide the bell housing on nice and straight. Okay, using the scissor jack to get the transmission up into place. So far, the only thing that's connected is the vent tube. I don't suppose I can ask you to come over here, do I?
See the bolts.
Alright, the recommendation online, that was awesome to use studs as guides to get the transmission on. That was the key to getting it on fairly easily. It was a bit of a struggle. Most important thing to remember is all your stuff up top. Just make sure you're not squishing it. You're going to want to get all this stuff out of the way so that you're not squishing it up top. Watch those hard lines up there too. I'm on the driver's side right now. On the passenger side, you've also got the transmission coolant lines, or the transmission coolant lines. So you want to make sure that you're not pinching those either. So my recommendation is absolutely, under no circumstances, do this alone. Have a second set of eyes, or I think you will go crazy, or you're just really, really that good. If you're that good, then do it alone. But even somebody who doesn't know anything about cars can make sure that can help you, because you can't see this side and the other side at the same time. So those are on finger tight. Let's see here. I got 6 out of 8 of them on, and we'll go from here. So way up there is the top bell housing stud. You need to go with the original stud because the rubber hose vent tubes get attached to it next. And that is number 7. And number 8, I can't even find number 8, but that's the top one. And we're using a ratchet wrench to get into it from the side.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
Well, I need to get where you're getting to torque it.
Trying to get it on there to stay on. Okay.
So that's the top bell housing bolt. That one is not a bolt, or at least not on this particular engine. Then you've got another one. That's 2. Then you've got the one that holds the third one is also a stud. It's one of the hardest ones to get to because it's behind the transmission lines, but it's a stud because it holds the transmission dipstick tube. So that's the third one. And then you come down below and you start to get to some of the easier ones. Here's number 4. We're at the bottom. On the driver's side, you got 5, 6, and 7. Wait, did I just count 7? Oh, but there's an 8th one that we're missing. Gotta find the 8th one. Okay, driver's side. Trying to find that 8th one. This stupid heat shield is in our way. So we're 86ing the heat shield to get better access to get our fingers on that bolt. That might actually help us with the top too. So this heat shield is 310 millimeters and it's going bye-bye. All right. I ain't gonna lie. Getting the bracket that holds those vent tubes on the top bell housing bolt was a pain in the ass. Only way we were able to do it was to come in from the side. I think I've shown you this view before. I'm looking in from the side of the block on the passenger side. With the, let me zoom out. All right, zooming out. So essentially, with the wheel off, you can see wheels off. Taking this plastic wheel well, taking the plastic wheel well thing out, made it pretty easy to get right in there. You go past the exhaust manifold. In addition to taking off the wheel well plastic cover thingy, also took off the heat shield, and that gives you a whole, almost like another inch here, which is the difference between making it up here and not making it up here. So anyhow, that's how I got to the top bell housing bolt, and was able to reach up in there and put that bracket on there, and then get the 13 millimeter nut on there. So it's a stud with a 15, then the bracket, then a 13 millimeter nut. So that's it. All the bolts are on, and we're off to the next stop.